Good morning, eighth grade. So, for this week's assignment, what you will be doing is looking at the following images from the Great Depression. Some of them are very famous images in American history, and they will show various moments during this time period that are significant. So, the first four images focus on the Dust Bowl. That is when this drought hits the Midwest of the United States and basically wipes out all the farmers' land. They can't grow crops. They're already in a lot of trouble because the Great Depression hit and they've lost money to keep their farms going, and now a drought occurs. So you could imagine how devastating that was for these people. So a lot of them had to leave and they had to migrate to other places in America. So, for example, this is probably one of the most famous pictures of the Depression of this woman and her children as a migrant laborer moving from farm to farm trying to find work. And clearly, she's poor. She's dealing with clothing that is not really appropriate, right? Her children are clearly upset. She's upset. So this is not a good situation. So what you're going to do is you're going to take these pictures and you're going to create a story about them. You're going to pretend to be maybe the woman in this photograph and her children. And for example, here it talks about how she's living in a Hooverville. The Hooverville was basically a home made out of nothing, made out of cardboard, made out of wood. That's where people lived. They had no other choice because they had no home. They had nowhere to go. So you're going to pretend to be these people. Pretend to be these two men who are advertising and practically begging for a job, by standing outside. Look, this is what I could do. These are my qualifications. All so somebody could give them a job because they had nothing. They lost their job. Or you could be this person, again, living out of a car and attached to a tent with two little children. Or you could select to be these people waiting online for bread. Can imagine people today possibly maybe having to do that during the economic crisis that's going on right now. Maybe you could pretend to be one of these people. And over here is just an overview of what the assignment is about, but I'm going to make a second video giving you more details about what you have to do with these images.